Hey everybody, this is a quick update on my Ryobi Link system. Here's a quick view of most of the wall. Well, this is going to be all of the wall. Big mess in the corner like usual. So this system is pretty cool, and I'm going to talk about the shelving today. So I've got two of the wire shelves, one solid shelf. See underneath, solid. Four of these bars will allow you to put up 3 consecutive shelves. Or you can take them off and do one individual shelf, either way. One of the cool things about the shelving units is underneath you could still put your hook systems in the slot. Obviously you're not going to want to try to mount a tool there, but the hooks work, so you can hang some stuff down underneath. So here I've got some bandsaw blades and belt sander. And like I said, so one shelf's taking up looks like 5 slots. So it's taking up 5 tool spaces, but what I've got going on up here is I've put it right at the top of my tool wall. These are all the tools that I use infrequently or seasonally. Right now I don't need a fan. I use my spotlight quite a bit, but it's easy access right there. And then across the top, I've got some other tools that are going to be here. Also, eventually I'm going to get this shelf going all the way across. I just wanted to test it out and see what it looked like. I mounted this rail up high specifically for this shelf, and I also did not paint the wall specifically so that the shelf was going to be up there so I can kind of get some contrast and see what's going on. But I've got a pump, a light, a fan, a bug zapper, a toilet like fish out there, and my clean brush. I really like these. Let me see if I can step up on this shelf I've got going on here. So I really like these shelves that they just drop right in the back here. And then they snap in the front. They leave enough space here for the next shelf to attach. If you're not going to have shelves on here and you want to use these as like standouts for some pipe, they do come with a little plastic insert that slides into this open space, the little Z channel. You stick it in there, slide it forward. It does lock in place. You have to snap it really hard in place to get it to lock in. And then you can put things like PVC pipes and stuff of that nature. But like I said, sorry, I had to step off there. I really like the way the shelves are. This one here locks in a little bit differently. It locks in underneath here. It actually has snaps. Snap right in place there. They're pretty sturdy. Most of this flexing is from my wall. I have those anchored into plywood, not into studs, because there is actually a giant window behind this piece of plywood. So that plywood's flexing out a little bit. I think it's really worth looking into if it's something if you need some shelving. Likewise, you've got a couple options for shelving and tool storage. If you're looking for something more along those lines, I've got a couple of those guys. And then the other shelving option is the paper towel / tape roll holder. So there's a shelf there. This is not one of the Link system cabinets. It's a previous version of the cabinet that I mounted some Link hangers on. So you can check out one of my other videos where I take the hanger from the hooks and I mount different things to them, including my shelf. So that's a really good use of those hook hangers if you've got a few extra hook hangers laying around. So that's the end of this shelving video. Like I said, I really do like it. I like the mesh hooks over here, or shelves over here, because it lets the light in. My lighting above us, as you can start to tell, gets darker over in this corner, so that's why I put the solid one over there, was that stays dark anyways, and I'm going to do an under mount light right here. I'd like to see the Ryobi system, the Link system, create something more for this space under these shelves, like a light bar or a secondary shelf that can be mounted underneath here. I've been kicking around the idea, some of my unused tool holders, try to mount that there, but it gets in the way. So the reason that these hook ones work is, as you can see, there's nothing behind it, versus this guy has a full space, so it gets in the way of getting in there, whereas the hook one can drop right in. So I thought that was cool. I don't think that was intentional. They originally made these hook pieces so that you could mount them reversible, so you can mount them upside down on these tops. And I think it's just a silly coincidence that it fits in this under the shelf there. So, but I'd really like to see them create something, a lower shelf piece that can go under here as well, and make some use of this dead space here. And again, that depends on how you mount your tool rails. If I mounted it lower, there wouldn't be quite as much dead space underneath. So that's the end of this video. Hope you like it. Keep an eye out. I'm going to do another video on a couple different Link vacuum systems, why they're good and why they're not. And just a little throwback, this is the old vacuum that I'm going to be replacing with a Link vacuum. Thanks for watching.